Dueling Dialogues presents His and Hers with Grace Matthews, Caddyman, and Connor Murphy.
Welcome to episode 20 of His and Hers with Grace Matthews and the Caddyman in the heart of the USA, Springfield, Missouri. Hi, you two.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
Hey.
Howdy. Well, breathing very limited these days due to smoke from California, but you know what? They probably get a lot of smoke from us on other years, so I guess we'll have to be okay with it.
Yeah, with neighbors like that, who needs enemies, right?
Yeah.
So, I hope you all stay safe up there. Now you've got just another enemy. I thought COVID was enough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like 6 times what the acceptable limits are to air quality.
Are you sure it's forest fires, or is it the fact that Californians are puffing away these days?
Yeah.
Well, this is BC. We've always been puffing. That hasn't stopped.
For a long time, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all of our listeners out there are having a great week, and we want to give everybody a thought to, sort of try to live by. And I am a magnet for the experiences I most desire. So if you think about that, that's a really great thought.
Right.
Just be that magnet for what you want.
Yeah, go after it.
Exactly.
I like it a lot.
And introversion and extroversion. What would you say you are?
Oh, I'm definitely an extrovert.
What about you?
Well, I would have said an extrovert, but lately I'm not really sure anymore. I like my quiet time these days. I'm enjoying that, working from home and not, having to go to an office and put up with people I sometimes don't care about,
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
I would call myself an introvert. But when there's a cause, I can be extroverted, But we live in a society that sort of, it sort of breeds extroversion. That's what we applaud.
Right. But you know what?
Times introverted kids get kind of left behind.
Well, I think that's what social media is good for. Because it allows the introvert to basically remain at home and yet communicate with others. So
Good point.
That is true. I just think, but what might hurt some of the extroverts is this COVID.
That's exactly what
absolutely.
This is
It's going to
the
scare
point I
them.
wanted to bring is that, and Psychology Today also did an article about we are maybe going to come out of COVID-19 with more introverts because we're seeing we don't need things we believed we needed.
Right.
We are learning to rely on ourselves because you have to. When you're at home and you're away from the crowd, it's different. We're having to think more too.
Right.
About things we have a lot of, especially extroverts, have not thought about. Introverts a lot of times are worrywart. They think about everything,
Right.
But will we come out of this with less intrinsic imbalance as far as us fostering a society and giving all the kudos to the extroverts,
Well, I think we're going to end up with a new group in the middle. That's what I think. Because there should have been a group in the middle there for the long time. Because I consider myself an extrovert, really. I'm the first at a party and the last to leave, usually. But then I need 2 or 3 days of recharge time in the next week.
Yeah. I get it. I like my my quiet time. Doesn't necessarily have to be alone, but
right.
I do like. I'm okay staying home.
Yeah, so I think we need a classification in the middle.
I agree.
Because where I'm at, you can't really stick me in either of those. I'm kind of both.
Right.
An extra-introvert.
Absolutely.
I like the word.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you may have you may have named it. So I like it. Okay. Now imagine this, and this is a pretty reliable study. It's been reported on by Inverse. But what if there was a connection that could be seen on an MRI between binge drinking and empathy?
Huh.
Would that change how you feel about people with drinking problems?
I don't know.
Now, what if, and this is what the study is showing, that the person that binge drinks, and we're not talking about the day-to-day alcoholic, okay,
Right.
does it because these are very emotional people that tend to be incredibly empathetic to the point that it interferes with their day-to-day life. They worry about other people. And in order to numb it, they binge drink.
Interesting. I would have never put those two together, but maybe? I don't know.
I have a hard time putting those two together.
Yeah. Well, I do know a few people that are considered empaths. They're very susceptible to paranormal feelings and have some very acute, I guess, sensations.
Mm-hmm.
And it affects their emotions. So the name for that type of person is an empath. And
Right.
None of them are binge drinkers or even drinkers.
Exactly.
I don't know.
But I haven't also, though, I haven't been around a binge drinker in a long time.
Yeah, I started to say.
College is over.
I've been
around,
lately, but yeah, I mean, I always think of people that drink as not being empathetic because, and when I say drink, I'm talking about to the point of
out of control.
out of control. Okay, I always think of them as being uncaring people,
Me too. That's why
lacking empathy.
I'm having trouble relating to that. But since it's been so long, maybe it depends on the age of the person that is doing the binge drinking.
Well, usually that's college people.
That's what I mean. So that's why
There's not a lot of empathy there, though. You know?
No, so I'm perplexed. But if they want to,
No, and they're the ones spreading a lot of the COVID. So
There you go.
So I'm pretty sure they aren't drenched with empathy
right.
or even grandma. So I don't
Yes.
know, just something to think about. Okay, how about body image? Okay, how do you feel about your body? Well, supposedly it depends on who you're with.
Well, let me tell you something that happened to me. I had a photo shoot on the weekend, and a friend came by with his drone and filmed it, and then I looked at some of the footage, and for 10 minutes, I'm like, who is that old man? I don't remember him being there.
Yeah, who is that guy?
Yeah, so it was kind of shocking. I'm like, holy crap, I'm old.
Yeah. What happened to us, right?
Yeah, you can tell when I get into position to take some shots, because usually that's crouching and squatting, and you can tell I've got some age to me.
Well, and had you been with a different person, you might have felt differently. According to researchers at none other than the University of Waterloo in Canada,
Whoa.
how you feel about your body, it matters who you're with.
Huh.
I mean, if you're with somebody that's very critical, you probably hate your body.
Or
if you're with someone more accepting, and this can change throughout the day, okay? And you feel less intimidated, you might like your body.
are they really
All
saying
the same day?
Are they really saying that if I have a bad body image, I'm going to end up with someone ugly?
They're saying you'd be happier if you were.
Oh no.
Because you would like your body better.
Right. Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So,
So pick somebody with a worse body image, and that's the healthy relationship.
Yeah, exactly. You never want someone too much cuter than you, right?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
Okay. Okay, and after all that, you might need some therapy.
So
here's how
I probably
you
need
find
it now.
it out. Yeah. Okay, if your symptoms interfere with work, if your body image is interfering with the way you work, get some therapy, okay?
Okay.
Or something else. It doesn't have to just be body image. If your mood feels off, now I think that's a little touchy right there.
Yeah.
If I ran to a therapist every time my mood fell off,
Wow.
I don't know. Does that seem a little...
That seems a little
knee-jerk?
trite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Written by a therapist.
yeah.
If your sleep habits have changed.
Well, whose
Okay,
doesn't?
Well, mine, yeah.
That's a nightly thing
go
for me.
from sleep. Yeah, me too. Me too. It comes with age and hormones. A lot of women get a big hormone surge at 2 a.m. And I have talked to so many people, and it kind of starts like when you're in your 50s. And I don't know. I was talking to our friend Bev. She said the same thing happens to her. She's like, 75? She wakes up at 2 a.m., starts obsessing about the children and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really from a hormone surge. So I don't know. And hormones aren't that safe to take. So, may need to see a doctor. I don't know. A therapist? I don't know. Maybe. If you think you're depressed, Okay, number 4, your psychological health is affecting your physiological health.
Well,
Okay, if you're having somatic pain,
right.
if you're depressed and you start feeling, pain, somatic pain can come in any sort of area. There are people that'll throw up, they can get so upset.
Yeah, I definitely see that one.
I can relate to that one.
If you experience unexplained weight changes. And I think the key word there is unexplained.
Right.
Unexplained. Okay.
Not that you ate a big bowl of poutine and
Yes.
gained
Well,
5 pounds.
What? What are you insinuating? Right?
Yeah, when you eat poutine, it's like eating a bowling ball.
Yeah. Or if you stick that much in front of me, of course I'm going to eat it.
We made some last week. Okay,
Yeah.
we had our first poutine last week.
Oh, did you?
It's very delicious. Yeah, we made it with tomato gravy though.
Well, you can make it with all kinds of different things. Bacon, add bacon
it was
to it.
so
and-
delicious.
Yeah. They,
we had bacon.
Of course we got bacon.
Bacon and everything. It's great. In fact, if you do want that recipe, Caddyman417 on YouTube, you can watch him make it. But it was delicious, and Caddyman might have gained 5 pounds from that. I don't know. He had enough of it. So,
I'm afraid to weigh.
yeah, he is a little afraid. I weigh like 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's afraid of the scales. So.
I know lots of people like that.
They don't lie, unfortunately.
Okay, we digress. We are at number 6. You use unhealthy coping skills, like overeating and drinking.
I
Talked a lot about eating and drinking today.
But what if you have a lot of empathy?
yeah, and you need to,
What if you like
And you
eating
need to
and
binge drink.
Okay, well, number 7 might take care of that. If your relationships are impacted by your emotional state, if you got too much empathy, go to a therapist.
Okay.
I think a therapist wrote this.
I do too. One that needed some business.
Yeah, one that's the clientele is a little thin right now, so let's just try to put 7 things out there that everyone has one.
True, but if you do need a therapist in these times and you feel like especially if you might hurt yourself, please
All kidding
do go to a therapist. And there is no shame in it. There is no shame in a therapist.
Right. Exactly.
I've had a therapist before.
I went to a therapist, corporate therapist, at one time when I worked for a corporation. And I thought it was a bunch of bull. I felt I didn't get anything from it. But years later, certain things they said that seemed to be correct. So did it help me? Absolutely, when I didn't know it for years.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I definitely think it helped me.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it helped me too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really think I needed one, but well.
Well, you know what? There's lots of things that help that you don't necessarily need.
Right. Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
But can they make life better? Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
I agree.
So, and if you're having trouble falling asleep, Pepsi Cola has a great product coming out, according to them. It'll be out sometime in December, nationwide. I don't know if it'll be available in Canada or not, but it's called Driftwell.
Oh.
It's a sleep aid that you drink to ease the stress of struggles.
Huh.
Geez, that's better than pot.
Yeah.
You know, just drink it. It's enhanced water. It has magnesium and lithium.
Oh, okay.
I thought it'd have a bunch of melatonin in it or something.
I did too, but no melatonin. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, what's really wrong with the other drink sleep aid called wine?
Wine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or beer or whiskey.
Yeah. Well, I find it different. If I have a glass of, if I can't sleep, if I have a glass of wine, that usually does it. If I have a glass of beer or a bottle of beer, then I kind of want another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might just be me, but I find wine works the best there.
Yeah. Well, wine has salicylates, and I can't have that. So I had to give up wine about a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping I get to go back to it at some point, but who knows? Okay, we love Yellowstone, and it's on hiatus at least till probably next Father's Day. But, you know, let's think about Rip Wheeler, okay?
Okay.
Beth asked him, why are you crying? Rip's such a tough guy. We all want to know why he would be crying, right? He says, it's just, I get mad sometimes, and this is how it comes out.
Yeah. Huh.
That's what happens when a tough guy cries. He's really just mad.
Right. Right. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So even Rip cries. That's the point.
That is the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite the tough guy. And then probably everybody has watched 2.5 Men. I've watched every episode, I don't know how many times, as I know Catty Man has. But have you watched it? Or did you watch it?
I watched a couple episodes. I wasn't like religious, fan of the show. If there was nothing else to watch, I watched it. So maybe 10 episodes over time. That's probably it.
Well, I would say I didn't watch it when it was on. I watched it in syndication, like the reruns and on different networks. But who's your favorite character?
It's Charlie. Gotta be.
Me too, Charlie.
Yeah. Most controversial.
Yeah.
Actually, I really like Alan.
Did you really like Alan? Okay, well, there's been a survey. Okay. And the top 10 characters. Number 10 is Evelyn, Charlie's mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 9, Judith.
Yeah.
That's Alan's ex-wife, Jake's mom. Number 8, Rose. That's the stalker, the crazy stalker.
Next door stalker.
Okay. Number 7, Mia. That was his first engagement.
Yeah.
Was Mia. Berta, number 6.
Berta's
I go there. I like Berta.
I thought she'd be in the top 5.
That's who's number 5. Alan.
Oh.
Yeah, he was not as liked as everyone believed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Number 4, Herb. I loved Herb too.
Herb was funny.
But I am surprised he was more liked than Alan.
Me too.
Okay. Number 3, Charlie.
Whoa.
Oh no, it's going to be Jake.
Number 2, Chelsea, who I didn't like at all.
Oh no,
That was number 2.
Grace hated Chelsea.
Yeah, well, I didn't hate her. It's just she was
Didn't care
boring.
for her.
I mean,
Yeah.
when
Well,
I
she just
go
didn't
in
do-
and see that it's an episode with Chelsea, I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch
We
that.
won't
I mean,
watch
it's just
it. We've
boring.
seen them all.
But yes, who was number 1? You guessed it,
Jake.
Jake. What
Oh,
about
wow.
that?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, now I thought Jake was good
Oh, I did.
early age.
When he was
Early age.
little,
Yeah.
I really liked him.
Yeah, it was really good till he got to be like a teenager.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then his character.
wasn't as cute.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree on that one for sure. Yeah.
And then I assume Connor has some.
TV
Binge
shows.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some suggestions for the top TV shows this week. We're kind of all over the place. They're drama, crime drama, thriller, comedy, out of all those categories. So it's a mixed bag, and we've got different networks. So you probably got one of those networks at least. So we're the first one I think that we're going to suggest is a show called Succession. And it's on HBO, and it stars Brian Cox. And it's about a billionaire global media family that's very dysfunctional. And Brian Cox is ready to retire. And who will be the successor is the question. And it's a lot of public fighting of the family. Very interesting show and very addicting.
I wonder if it's similar to the Rupert Murdoch family of Fox.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, I'm wondering if it's not actually modeled after somebody.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
It was one of the first questions in my head, first season, first episode. So there's a couple seasons there for you to watch. And the next one is definitely one of my favorite. It's Ozark.
Oh, yeah, we're in the Ozarks down here. So.
Yeah, so it's a really, really good show, crime drama thriller. It stars Jason Bateman and Laura Linney. And basically, it's a financial advisor that has a big firm in Chicago, and some stuff goes on where he's made to basically move to Missouri and launder money for a cartel, a drug cartel.
Yeah.
So very interesting. 3 seasons out now, and you will be addicted after the first season. I will guarantee.
We really should watch it.
We should.
Yeah, it's definitely what I would pick for you guys to watch next, for sure.
What network is that?
That's on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Okay.
Okay. So the third one we've got here is Why Women Kill. So they didn't really leave a lot kind of hidden there when they named the show, but basically this is on CBS Viacom 10 All Access, and it stars Lucy Liu, Alexandra Daddario, and Reed Scott. And basically the story there is it's an anthology that follows 3 women in different decades. One's the 50s, 60s, kind of that era. The other one is the 80s, and the other one is a modern day. And these 3 women live in the same house. And what happens to them and how they deal with infidelity and betrayals in their marriages. So it's really good, like very entertaining, lots of laughs. It's a really good show.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and the last 2 shows we're going to recommend here today are on Amazon, and I know you got Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So one is called Goliath and stars Billy Bob Thornton.
Love that. We have watched that.
Yeah, if anybody's been wondering what Billy Bob Thornton's been up to lately, it's Goliath. So he's a disgraced lawyer, kind of an ambulance chaser, and he gets involved in some cases that could bring him a little bit of redemption on the law front. So very, very good show. Comedy in it as well, but it's not labeled as a comedy, but it is pretty funny. And and the last one we're going to recommend is Sneaky Pete. So that stars Giovanni Ribisi. And you probably go, who the hell is that? But definitely, you'll know who he is as soon as you see him. But it's pretty funny. He's a con man that is basically in jail. And his roommate, or his cellmate, I should say, talks a lot. And when he gets out of jail, there's some guys after him. So he assumes the identity of his cellmate.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's basically really funny how he integrates himself into this strange family, and they accept him as family as well, and how he contributes to the family business, which is bail bonds. So it's really neat, because usually when you're watching a TV show, you can guess what's going to happen. And in this show, you kind of do the same, oh, I bet you this is going to happen. And then it starts happening, but then none of that you thought is going to happen.
Ooh, sounds like great writers.
Yeah, absolutely amazing how they've put twists in the plot. Being a con man, you're conning the audience, and they really do that. So very good one as well, and that's on Amazon. So highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it. Thanks for that.
Hey, no problem. Well,
we all need to know what to watch after Yellowstone.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend, if you've got Netflix, start with Ozark. If not, Sneaky Pete.
Do you know if they're coming out with a new season of Goliath?
I believe so. I don't think there was anything saying that the show was canceled that I remember seeing, and it's a pretty popular show. So
we really like it.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, good. So you've seen that one. Good.
Yeah, we have seen that one. That's one we have seen.
Yeah, and I think that's some of the best work Billy Bob Thornton's done, actually.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love Billy Bob Thornton. I love the bad boy, and I love the character. Great show. I agree with you.
Yeah, for sure. And you'll find that Giovanni Ribisi, you kind of latch on to him, and you really like him in the Sneaky Pete show as well. So that one's gone through, I believe, 3 seasons. Every season is quite a bit different. There's kind of a new issue going on, so it keeps you interested. It's like watching a new show every season, basically. So
sounds great.
All right, you guys. So you have a good weekend, and let me know which one of those shows you're gonna have a boo at. We will. Remember, Tempest Fugit. Time flies. Use it. Yeah.
That's true.
Have a great week. Keep safe.
Yeah, you guys too. Take care, and everybody, thanks for listening.
See ya.